Hello, hello. We are live. I've got my good buddy Cassandra Spicer from Beads to Live By here. I also have my trusty sidekick Shadow, my sweet Labradoodle hanging out with me too. And we're going to have a good time playing with some beads and making some beautiful jewelry today. But first, just to let you know, all of our new items on our website are 15% off. I don't think you need a coupon. Yeah, no coupon needed. And you just click on the new category to find, I think, 5 pages of items that you can get a discount. Just put the item in your cart. It should automatically show as discounted in the cart. Let me drop this so that we can see each other. Hi, Cassandra.
Hey everybody! Hopefully I wasn't making a funny face because weren't we just talking about awkward moments
I
at
was
the
like, let me put this banner up so it's not awkward at the beginning, but then it always ends up awkward regardless, right?
That's okay.
I'm wearing my hat today. I was telling Cassandra before we got going because it's the first day of Brain Cancer Awareness Month. Most of you know I have, my husband has a glioblastoma, and the color for brain cancer is gray. So I'm wearing my hat. You'll also notice on my personal Instagram and Facebook, I will be posting all of our pictures in black and white and gray this month, just as a reminder to everyone out there that this is a horrible disease and that we need to find a cure for it. So, sorry, but I want to bring awareness to it as much as I can because I think it's important. So I'm wearing my hat. You'll see it throughout my post. I'll be posting some helpful links throughout the month on our Caring Bridge website where you can find out more about my family's battle with glioblastoma. Debbie, I'm so sorry to hear that. She says her brother had brain cancer. It's really terrible. Some people have, the luck of the draw and they're able to get it operated on and they can move on with their lives. And some people don't. And it's just super hard either way. So it's a good thing to bring some awareness to because I personally have known, I don't know, like at least 10 people who have had some form of brain cancer. And it's really horrible because it affects your whole body, everything's connected to it. So much love to all of you. Let's move on and let's do some beading. I've been talking with Jill McKay a lot about grief and art. And art is a really fantastic way to work through whatever you're feeling. So I know there's a lot of you out there who have also lost loved ones or are going through a hard time or maybe sick yourselves. So just remember that you're not alone and pull those beads out and use them as a form of therapy to help bring, some joy to your day. Because that's what I'm going to do right now with my buddy Cassandra, who's trying not to cry.
I have to tell you that I looked across my desk thinking like I must have like tissues within reach just in case. And all that's sitting near me is a folded paper towel that already has cleaner fluid all over it. So that's
don't use that. We'll go down to our hand cam so that we can get any tissues or anything that we need to be able to move forward. This was the design I made for TGBE, and many of the items, if they're still available, some of them sold out, but some of them are still available in the new category, which is on sale this week only, just started today. And I sent Cassandra one of these really pretty butterfly pendants. So I'm kind of stoked to see what she's going to end up doing with it. I started pulling the seed beads out, Cassandra, and I was like, oh, why didn't we talk ahead of time about like learning how to make like a bezel around it? Because that's something I've never learned how to do, but that's a lot to take on today.
I think it depends on what kind of bezel you're doing. One of your customers posted the most beautiful bezel, I think, in the VIB group. Do you
Yes.
know who I'm talking about? Yeah, it
Yeah.
was seed beaded and just gorgeous. So maybe we can find a link to that post just to like let people see that reference, because
What
I
it
was
looks like.
super impressed.
It was beautiful. Really, really good. Cassandra sent me a bunch of beads. Let me unwrap those and I'll be making something with some of her beads. She's going to take our pendant and make something also with her beads, but intermix in the pendant as well. Beading is relaxing. Yes, totally. And it's really good for my brain. It recenters me. Just like any kind of art. I also love to do things like collage. And I like to write a lot too, which is a whole other art form. And probably where my Caring Bridge website is coming in handy, because it really helps me to be able to work through everything that's going and also share all the details. Oh, there goes my doggy. So let me pour this out, start taking a look. I'm going to go let Shadow out the store before she loses her mind.
Oh, my dog's on the other side of my door whining because my husband's outside just digging around in the dirt a little bit, and Waffles does not like the fact that she's separated from everybody right now. So
oh no.
I
Went
totally
downstairs right before we went live and my whole family was gone. I mean, my husband went to his infusion, so I know where he is. But my kids were gone suddenly. They went somewhere with my mother, and Shadow was just sitting there looking so lonely. So she followed me back upstairs.
The dogs are so good at giving you that like super duper like guilt-ridden stare.
No, she has these eyes. I don't know. I've never had a dog that has eyes like her, because she has eyebrows that just like change everything. Like she looks like such a little human being with her expressions. And so I was like, okay, you can come upstairs till they come home. You don't have to be alone. All right, let's see what we've got in here. I have a mix of your subscription boxes. Is that right?
Yes, I think you have all of the seed beads. If there's 8 different sizes and colors there of the seed beads. And then I sent you a handful of the 2-hole, which is the other subscription. And then all that like check glass, the fire polish, and the pressed glass are the companion bundles that people can either add onto their subscription or order after the fact, with the other reorderable items. Reorderable? Is that a word? And I think I dropped a link earlier. Yes. And we have one from our dear friends in the background as well that shows. So like our curated collections are a collection of like all our sets of beads that are already put together, so that you don't have to do the legwork of choosing things that coordinate, and not always just like the same colors, etc. But the subscriptions are a set of 2-hole beads or a set of seed beads every month. And then the companion bundles we do is a separate fire polish bundle and pressed glass bundle right now, where you can like do either or both of those. And they're always set up to coordinate with the seed beads and the 2-hole beads.
I love that. It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to get some, like a set of things that all go together and can marry together so nicely. So if you wanted to dabble in making bezels around something, this would also be super handy because you're getting a lot of different sizes. Is that right?
Absolutely. I don't remember offhand what kind of thread you guys carry for your seed bead products, but as long as it's... What was that?
I said, me neither.
Okay. I figured that might have been what you said, but I was like, really? You don't?
No, I really don't. It's been a very foggy few months.
Oh,
Let's
yes.
just put it that way.
But I've seen you guys work with it, and it does seem to be something that would lend fine, just fine to doing a bezel. And the one of the tricks with bezels is, I think, to start at the widest edge and then work inward. And it's helpful with the seed beads to go from like a larger size down to a slightly smaller size, because whatever stitch or technique you're working in, yeah, there it is.
Miyuki beading thread.
Yep, so a nylon thread. This would be good for seed beads, a little bit harder to use with some of the 2-hole beads, because some of the 2-hole beads can have a little bit sharper edge.
I see. So good if you were bezeling seed beads around something, though.
Right, for sure. Well, and now that I'm saying all that out loud, I'm like, I wonder if I could use any of my 2-hole beads to, sometimes they make an interesting bezel if I was using like the fine soft flex. Because now that you said that about the bezel, I can't like stop thinking about doing that.
Oh no. What did I do? Oh man. Well, I'm thinking first I'm going to make a quick pair of earrings, and then I'm going to play around with something a little more complicated. And that'll give you time
to like
Cassandra, to kind of think about what you're doing.
That sounds perfect. And some of those pressed glass beads are so like fun and unique. That like little 3-pronged bead, I have no idea what shape that's called, but I just thought that was really interesting. On your tray there, yeah, those guys.
I love that triangle in the center. That's cool. I was thinking about these ones and these ones. Let me see.
Earrings, yay.
Yeah. Let's dump some stuff out. That's the sound of like joy.
Oh, I know the beads hitting the like bouncy.
The bead tray, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. Time to make something. All right, I have those. And then what color would I want it? Maybe this like really fun rainbow color. Be kind of
yeah,
cool.
it's got like a lot of the purple undertones, but there's like all the colors in it too.
Let's make some space here.
And your colors are kind of grayed out with some of those beads, Sarah. That's so appropriate for what you're talking about today with the awareness.
Oh, that's true. That's so true. How funny. Things like that just come together,
Always, right?
Yeah. It's just like a really horrible disease that we need to find a cure for. So Other families don't have to go through this, because it's really not great.
And I have to tell you, for all the times that I've done these videos with you in the recent past, and even like other ones I've watched you participate in with other people, I am absolutely amazed by your ability to have any conversations about it and not just like lose your.
Oh, thank you. It's very difficult.
I'm saying that just because, I really hope, and I think everybody else would agree with me, that your tears today are beyond warranted and not anything to be bothered by.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, I've just come to the conclusion it just is what it is. Like, I will cry sometimes, and it just is. It's sad. Like, that's what people do when things are sad.
Exactly.
And it's okay. And it's okay to be sad.
For sure.
It's important, though, I think, to also take the opportunity I have to talk about it and, make more people aware of it happening. I do think it's happening more frequently than it had in the past. And it's something that we really need to look at, like what's causing cancer in general, but brain cancer specifically.
For sure.
Okay, so I took a soft flex beading wire. It is a 49 stranded purple amethyst beading wire. Soft flex comes in lots of different colors, so that makes it super fun. And if I wanted to, I could even go gray with just regular satin silver soft flex. and give it more of a gray color. But I'm going to do a pop of color here. So I'm going to grab that, and then I'm thinking about taking these 2 wires and just mishmashing some of these 2-hole beads. So to start, I'm just going to put some seed beads on my wire to see how I feel about those seed beads. I might not like them at the top because sometimes when things split on a wire, they don't split really nicely. Sometimes they do. So we'll see how I feel once they're on here. And then we can go from there. Part of making on the fly is it's an experiment. It's, and it's okay to make and take apart anytime.
I was just sitting here thinking about like how valuable it is for people who might be hesitant to design their own ideas in their beadwork to hear us, and like especially the way you're talking through your project right now, describe the thought process behind starting to do something and being totally okay with the idea of it not working out and undoing it, because not everyone realizes that it's okay to undo beadwork.
Oh yeah.
And that that's not a failure, right?
Yeah, no, it's sometimes that's where you come up with your best ideas and learn your biggest lessons, is when you're willing to take a risk, try something different, have it not work out, and adapt. And then you're like, oh, that just unlocked a door to something I hadn't even considered before. I did decide I liked third, and I'm going to try 3 seed beads and see how I feel about that now. I might not want that many. Are these called ginkgos?
Yes, the little purple matte colored one.
Oh. See, I might be happier with just 1 ginkgo. Let me see. Let's try it with 1. I'm going to make kind of a long earring because I heard from my little friend Nile. He's not little, my good friend Nile at Trendsetter, that big earrings are in for summer. And so I might make a nice long pair of earrings.
Those ones that Nelia just shared with the silver silk. Oh
Weren't
my
they
gosh.
fabulous?
I'm obsessed.
I know. I'm pretty much obsessed with everything Nile makes.
I know, right? We could start a little fan club.
He's just so good at mixing things together and like making things amazing.
Yes.
He has got excellent taste, that guy.
Definitely.
So what's new at your new shop?
Oh, goodness. I've probably been a little bit slow in doing a ton of new things. You know, these subscriptions add 5 new 2-hole beads and 8 new colors of seed beads every month for us, and along with the bundles of the fire polish and the pressed glass. So that always is like kind of a production in and of itself once a month. And then outside of that, I'm trying to think of some of the newest. I have a bunch of this beautiful purple turquoise that I used during the event that the Bead Place hosted a few months ago, and I got a little bit more of that in stock again.
Was that the Sundance inspired?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Very cool. Yeah, that was a really neat event.
Oh, it was so much fun. That was like, and the group of people that Abby gathered together was like such a lovely group to get to work with. It was, people that I get to work with on a regular basis and just already know I love, and then like new people that bracelet.
That'd be a cute bracelet. I also was thinking how nice it would be if I had it crimped already to do this pattern and make it into a loop.
That's really adorable, Sarah. And then
Really?
there could even be a drop off the bottom.
Which I
If
might be able to just make another loop at the top here.
Oh yeah, and then or you could use a bead to connect your 2 loops and then attach it to the ear wire.
Or a jump ring or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I know what I'm doing. I thought I was making a really long straight earring, but no. Nope, that's not what I'm doing.
I thought this is what I was doing, but really I'm doing this.
Yes, totally. What are the hours of your store now that you're in your new space?
Oh, that's so funny. I was literally today reaching out to another business owner in our community to find out like if they had started to change up their summer hours or their hours for summer and what they found was working or not, because it just feels very sporadic when people come into the store.
Mm.
So we're open Wednesday through Saturday right now in person.
Mhm.
And I'm also doing evening events on Thursdays periodically at the store. And then,
Oh, that's
um,
fun.
yeah, and then I've also got Sunday classes that I'm doing off-site and pop-up events. I did a really fun thing at my girlfriend has a candle shop here in Jackson. And so we had a little event kind of for Mother's Day last weekend on Sunday.
Oh,
And I did a bead bar where people could like walk through and pick out their beads off of. I've got a beautiful old like I think it used to be like a printer's drawer, so all the like metal letters for the printing press style
cool.
machines, all the little wooden component drawer spaces. It's just like all sectioned up into cute little squares and rectangles. And so the beads were all like in mixes, all spread out through that. And then people could choose their um, kind of combination of things that fit on a certain size pin and kind of go about. I offered, if somebody was completely new to beading, I would, help put their earring together for them. But if
Mhm.
they wanted to kind of give it a try, I was doing kind of demos on parts of their project so that they could, work on it too. So that was really fun. Just like a real quick and easy, inexpensive project that people could just pop in and give it a try.
That's awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, my friend Jennifer is so fun. Like we always have such a blast together. So that alone was like reason to,
Do
do
it.
something like this.
Yeah,
Our excuse to hang out / work.
right. I love a good friend like that you can just have such a good time that you would want to work with them.
Yes, I think you have a few of those, don't you?
I do. I do. I'm very lucky to have so many great buddies for sure. Lifelong buddies and lifelong coworker buddies too.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's looking good, guys. I could make it a
Yay.
lot longer if I wanted to make a big earring. And maybe this is my first one. Maybe I'll make one that's like really long for my second one. And then I think I can just hook it. I have a bunch of jump rings here. Let me break those open. How's your design going over there?
Oh, just kind of trying to noodle through the way it's going to work.
This jump ring might be a little overkill on this size, but that's
People
okay.
could switch out the size depending on their preference. I think it's kind of a nice design component.
Yeah, that's true. Adds a little bit of silver. And then
Yeah.
I'm getting an ear wire. Let me see if I have two that actually match each other, because that would be helpful. Slide that on.
I know the struggle. It's real, sir.
It is. Look at that. You could hang a charm here in the center. But look at how pretty
Yes.
this
Love
ginkgos look.
it.
It almost looks like a seed beaded project, like a seed bead weaving project that
It
I could have
does.
time on, but I didn't. It was really fast and easy and simple.
I really actually love the symmetry of that jump ring and your crimp beads on either side and that
Oh yeah,
that ear wire kind of, yeah.
yeah. It's like a
You know where
triangle.
I was going with that.
Yeah, I did. I did know where you were going. Hey, that looks pretty cool. I
It
like
looks
that.
really cool.
Oh, even Alexis wants to say something about it. Did you hear it do the bleep bleep?
Oh, I didn't. I was like, why is that fancy? I thought you were just talking about one of the viewers.
No, it's my home auditory system. It's always
Yeah,
listening to me.
I finally caught up.
Okay, let's see what you're doing. I'm going to look and see if there were any questions that I missed along the way because I can only do one thing at a time lately.
Perfect. I will explain the method to the loose methods to my madness right now. So I have got I cut 3 pieces of wire, and 2 of them are the fine soft flex, and then 1 is the medium. So they're the 0.014 and 0.019. There's 1 of the heavier, the medium size, and then 2 of the fine. And I probably have, there goes my crimp bead or my crimper. I probably have about 8 inches of each piece of these. So 3 pieces at 8 inches. And then I did a crimp bead at the center. My thought is I'm working on stringing these beads, and I'll explain what I have on my cord, but I'm wanting to go around the edge of this shell. And I don't know whether this
Ooh.
part is the interior yet or if it's going to be along the very edge, depending on the way that the design is sitting and then how I'm going to create a section that will like set along the side of this. I think I'm going to need another 2-hole bead to go along the side, but basically, I think if this sets along the face of the pendant, then I can place another 2-hole bead in these spaces that will set along the edge of the pendant facing, like, kind of along the side of the bead. And then on the back side, I can use my 3rd strand to recreate this pattern, and that will like enclose the entire edge of the pendant enough, I think, to hold it in place as long as I get all my spacing right. So
Oh my gosh, you went like really intense.
so the beads I'm using are a size 8 seed bead, that's the green bead, and a 3mm bead, and those are the little sections between my 2-hole sets. And then the 2-hole sets are the mini chevron is what this bead is, and it's got the holes going through those like long ends of it on either side. And then that fire polish between the chevrons is a 4mm. And I started with just 1/8 on each end of that. There's 3 sets of the 2-hole beads. So we'll see, because right now it's all just very theoretical, but
Awesome. I think it looks great. I love that bead that looks like a chevron.
I know that. I think I split up one of the packs I had like 2 or 3 of the 2 holes, and then I sent the other 2 holes to you. So I think that we were like trading off on what we're using.
That's cool. This worked out really well. I'm enjoying the beads that you sent me for sure.
Oh, I love what you did with those earrings. I think it always blows my mind how quickly you just like pop out an idea too.
Well, you're not doing too bad yourself over there. You've
Well,
got
like I said, we'll see.
got a very good design going. I'm curious to see how it will at least start to come together. It looks like something that will take a little while. Do you think
Yeah,
so?
I think I might be able to get, if we're hanging out for a little bit longer, I think I might be able to get through adding enough beads so people could at least see like one side of the bezel and how it would work.
Cool.
So
I love that. So did you start with like seed beading projects or did you start with stringing?
I was, so I took 2 classes when I was in high school. My mom sort of dragged me to a couple of beading
Really?
classes. Yeah. And I just like was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And I don't think she continued on with it either, really. And when I was in college, the gal who we had taken the classes from opened a bead store in our community about, gosh, like it might have even been the same like fall or summer that I was like getting ready to go to college. And I went to school about 10 minutes away from my parents' home. So I was attending classes and living at home just, to save money. And I like my family. We actually all get along really well. So it was
Sure.
nice to be there for a little bit longer while I transitioned to adulthood. But the gal that we had taken the classes from and opened the store, she actually went to the same church I had been going to with my family in high school. And she just knew that I was around. So she called me up and said, hey, I really could use some help. When she opened the store, it was in 2002. And beading was super popular and in-person stores were really busy at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it just caught her off guard, like how much business she had. So
Oh.
I, showed up and started working for her one day a week. And the rest is kind of history, because the first 2 projects I took from her were like wire wrapping projects, actually. And then
Mm-hmm.
I started doing projects. I didn't even take classes. I was just doing projects from like the patterns of the projects that they were teaching at the store. And I got really, into it. I just, of course, I think everybody here knows that beading is addictive, and there's no getting away from it once you like get sucked in. So
That's the truth.
I went from doing a lot of projects like on my own to teaching classes for her from like her instructions and other people's instructions that were associated with the store. And then I started designing my own stuff after a couple of years. And I think I probably was teaching my own work before I ever took a bead class from another human being. It was really kind of crazy.
That is so funny. Life works out in such unusual ways, doesn't it? It just,
Well, and I'm about to really blow your mind, because I don't know if we've talked about this. The building that I'm in right now that we purchased in December and moved our store to
mm-hmm.
is the first building that she opened her business in, the first
Oh
bead
my
store
God.
and the first location that I worked in.
How does it feel to be back in that building?
I tell people
Does it
I
feel like you went
wish
in reverse or does it feel like you went forward?
I wish it felt more weird, and there are moments where I have like little bits of flashbacks, but maybe this is the same for other people and for you, and maybe it's not. When I started working there, I was like barely 19 years old. Like I had just turned 19.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, for me at least, I it's not that I don't remember my time there, but it feels like kind of just a blur.
Yeah, like foreign or like
Yeah.
a movie
So,
you saw or something.
yes, like a movie that I watched, not my own life.
Right.
So
I
it's like I
totally get
remember
that.
bits and pieces of it. And it's funny, they played like certain music a lot. So like that kind of elicits some emotions, but I don't really have like this really, really like specific memory of being there. And they were only in that location for like gosh, after I started working for them for maybe 2 years, and then they moved to another space that I spent a lot more time in and worked there full time after I graduated for several years. So,
I see. That makes sense.
yeah.
That's so fun that you're back in that building though. And it's so fun that you own it. Like, I think that is the coolest part.
It really has once we got through the initial stress of the move, it really has been a really cool, fun aspect to have the ownership of it because we got to get in there and paint specific colors.
Mm-hmm.
And down the road we're gonna paint the outside and put a mural in that we get to collaborate on with another artist. And
That's awesome.
yeah, that stuff is just really an enjoyable experience after being in what feels like borrowed space for, a majority of our business's lifetime.
Well, and your rent is going towards purchasing a building.
Exactly.
So it's just sometimes it blows my mind how much money you can spend renting a space
Oh,
that
yeah.
it just disappears,
I made the mistake of going through and kind of calculating what
Oh no, don't do
I
that.
had spent over 11 years of renting from somebody else, and
Oh
I
my God.
felt so sick to my stomach. I mean, there's no getting around it because you can't just go out. I mean, some people could, but we were not in a position to just go
Most
out
people
and
can't. Yeah.
buy a building immediately when we first opened the store. So,
Not when you're a small business. Most people can't,
right, right.
Well, how fortunate and lovely. Oh, look how cute that is.
So it's working along here. I'm not 100% on how I'm gonna finish off the top edge, but I've got that other 2-hole bead. So at least people can start to see that second hole on this bead here is going to allow me to come around and do something on the back to kind of cinch this
Pull it
off.
in.
Yeah.
That is so awesome. Love how I just made the suggestion oh, I should have thought of this ahead of time. And here you are, just going along. You can tell
Sarah,
she's a
your wish is
beading
my command
professional.
today.
What was that?
Your wish is my command today.
Oh, thank you. Can you tell my kids that?
They look like little angels. Every time you post a picture, I think those kids must do no wrong.
No, that's not true. They are angels, but they definitely are not perfect.
They have their moments like the rest of us, right?
They absolutely do have their moments. Yes, Becky says you're so clever. I totally agree. I
Well,
totally agree, Becky.
Becky is bead design goals because
I know.
she just posted something in our Facebook group the other day that she had done with some of the curated collection beads, and it was so fantastic. I just can't even begin to describe the fabulousness of her designs. So
I love so many things that she makes and posts into the VIB group too. I totally agree. I don't know if you guys saw, I see some of you saw, I'm doing a giveaway. Along the bottom, you'll find hashtag spring to enter. I haven't decided what I'm giving away yet. So
sorry.
That happens to me all the time, but I will give away something by the end of the show. But you must be here and present to win. And it will be something grand, of course.
True confession, Sarah. I just got an email from Cindy Gilmer today, who was the winner of the contest the last time you and I did a live together.
Oh,
and
cool.
She was emailing me because I had been very late in getting my goodies to her that I had promised to send when you guys gave away, I think, a specialty kit. But that was what we were working with in the video, at least. And she was just messaging me to thank me. but I was like just profusely embarrassed that it had taken me so long to mail her stuff. And it was really funny that she had sent me the message today when we were getting ready to do our live. So I was like, well, I'm going to have to
do another one.
I'm going to have to just do my confessional during the video so that everybody is like fully aware of my errors.
I think what I'll give away is an Exotic Blooms bead mix. It's so springy and bright and colorful. I feel like that it brings me a lot of joy. So I hope whoever wins it, it brings them a lot of joy too. So Damien, mark that down and let Terry know at the end, and we'll get that out to them. Holy smokes, you guys have been really buying up our website. I'm looking on the bead mix page and there's like 8 things sold out. Holy cow. Good job, everybody. I love to see all those sold out items. I see 74 people have entered the giveaway. Go ahead and enter by commenting #spring in the comments. Also, if you like what Cassandra and I are making today, please click that like or heart button and make sure you share this video with your favorite bead people. That is a really nice way to say thank you for free content. Just give us that little heart or that little thumbs up to let us know you're here and that you liked it. We appreciate that.
Yes, we do. Thank you, everybody. And I think if it's okay with you, Sarah, I have a little discount coupon that's good throughout the month of May that I should share with your audience here.
Yes, please do.
All right. I gotta pull it up first. I want to make sure I get the right code here.
I know that's always tricky.
And I think it's good it's just a minimum of a $25 purchase, but no other requirements. And they get 10% off of that order total for any value above 25. So I created this during the event that we had on Sunday. And this will work. Like they'll just enter this in the coupon area on the checkout part of our website. I just placed the comment in the, I made a comment on the video here.
Awesome. And Damien, will you share that with everybody just in case it doesn't, or did it go out to everybody? We're streaming.
It looks like it might just be YouTube.
Okay, Damien will take care of it. You just that's why he's here in the background. He's a good helper there. So here is my finished earrings. Someone said they didn't get a chance to see them. I used 2 whole beads and seed beads from Beads to Live By. These were part of their latest subscription package. You can get on board now and regularly get a package of goodies from Beads to Live By. And you just will always get something really fun to work with. I've never had a video where Cassandra sent me things from the subscription box that I didn't just totally love. So it's well worth it. And then you don't even have to think about it. It just shows up right in your little mailbox each month. Some cool, like 2 whole beads or seed beads in multiple different sizes and colors that can all marry well together.
Those are so adorable, Sarah. I just am like trying to think of all the different combinations of colors. I've got the ginkgos and the rulas in the last 4 subscriptions. So there's at least 4 pre-made combinations sitting on my website for people to choose from when it comes to those like sets of beads.
Really? Oh, yeah. We'll have to, when we do the blog about it on Monday, Damien, we'll have to show the different colorways that they could do. That would be fun.
That would be fun.
I'm going to wear these all the time. And they're going to be super light too. Like it's a decent sized earring, but it's not going to have a lot of weight to it, which is nice.
Yeah. A lot of these 2 whole beads that we're including in these subscriptions are not huge. And so they're fairly lightweight. I am so excited about the dimension on this. So these fire polish, the 4mm and the large seed beads next to them are on the outer edge of the bezel. And then
Ooh.
the green and the pink and the purple are on the inner edge. That's going to be the back. And then the chevrons should show up on the front if we
That
set
is crazy how you just put that together.
Well, like I said, it's, it's an experiment, but the one thing I don't know is I think that I would have to make two sides of the bezel and then do something else to like actually connect them at the end, because I wouldn't be able to get in there and do the crimping after like after it gets fit to the piece.
Yeah, that's tricky.
Or this could be along the bottom half of the pendant and hold it like a little sling. And then as it gets towards the top, there could be open strands that would kind of like cut a little bit across and like connect close to the loop.
To hold it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could even seed bead those open strands, like just straight strands of seed beads.
And the other thing that would be nice about that is that then you wouldn't cover too much of the beautiful painted shell either.
Caroline wants to know, are these beads in this month's subscription?
So people can order, I put two separate links in the event for today under the discussion panel. The one link shows where you can order all of these exact beads, because after we ship the subscriptions every month, then the beads are available individually to purchase from the subscription. So the 2-hole beads and the seed beads are available individually right now in the colors that we're working in. The fire polish are in a bundle. So like the colors I'm using here in that 4mm and 3mm are in a bundle, but all of those things are under the 2024 curated collections. There's like a separate little filter under the curated collections tab that gives you like, and if you hit the filter for the 2024 and then you choose, there's like a little drop down that gives you the option to like list the newest things first, then that stuff would be at the top of your page.
That is awesome.
Oh, I tried to grab I was going to try to bezel the plastic ring from around the outside of my soft flex. That wasn't going to work out. So of course, now that we're like fleshing out the changes to this bezel, I think the one thing that's going to be tricky with where I secured it to begin with is you are going to want either a longer piece of each of the wires, or you're going to want to position that first crimp bead a little bit further to the side, because having it right in the middle and then working to one side, like we don't have very much of the soft flex available at the end there. But try to make what I've got work, because we want to see it happen, right?
Yeah, you just do your best. And, again, like if you just learned from this time like that, you carry that forward with you too,
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So if someone was working through this, it's like, for me, if I wasn't on camera, I might just like grab new pieces and start over. But since we're chit-chatting and working through this together, I'm going to like just kind of play around with what I've got here and see if I can't make it work a little bit.
Yeah. That's awesome. And then if it doesn't, it doesn't,
Yeah, exactly.
Well, everybody, if you didn't see at the beginning, we have got 15% off all of the new items at softflexcompany.com. This is good through Tuesday, May 7th, and it's about 5 pages of items. So get in there and get your discount on those items soon. There are, like I said, you guys have been clearing out a lot of our products. So there are probably some items in there already sold out just from the email that went out earlier today. you're going fast and furious on the website. Ever since TGBE, we've been getting some fantastic orders. So thank you for those orders. Our small business very much appreciates it. Softflex is always viewed as kind of a big fish in a very small sea in the beading industry. But we still only have, a dozen employees, and we're still a very small business trying to make it work in one of the most expensive places in the country. So thank you for your orders. We really appreciate it.
And I think, Sarah, to even put it into further perspective for some people, I believe, according to like the United States, that a small business is considered to be anything with less than 500 employees. Is that right?
Yeah, right.
So, like, we are the smallest of the small businesses, right?
Itty bitty businesses, micro businesses. Yeah.
The smallest products. I always used to say that on Shop Small Saturday. I always was like, shop the smallest with the bead stores.
Shop small for sure. I know I used to work at a bead store, and I'd ring somebody up, and it'd be like a pretty decent total. And then I'd hand them this little brown paper bag with these like tiny little beads inside. Does this really cost $75? Yep,
Oh
it did.
Yep.
So funny.
I think I'm going to try crisscrossing my wire over just the like front and back of this pendant and doing, at least on the front, doing like a single crimp to like just meet towards that hole. I don't know what we'll do once that happens, but
doing great. We'll see where we get before the end of the hour.
Yeah.
And then we can figure it out from there.
Oh, I did have a question. Can people still order these pendants from you guys? Are they sold individually?
They're in the new category too. So you can buy them and you can get 15% off, no coupon necessary, and enjoy that pendant. We thought this was nice. We gave these away TGBE weekend, so a lot of people got them in their orders already.
Oh, wow.
So I'm sure they're enjoying seeing another way that you can use the pendant in a design. And there's a lot of different options because it's so colorful, it can go with a lot of different things. So
for sure. I looked at it when I opened it in the mail. Speaking of tiny packages, I saw Becky's comment. And that was like, oh my gosh, you guys have like the butterfly one I got, every color under the sun. It's so versatile.
Totally.
So what I'm doing for you, those of you that are actually watching me struggle with this, I am kind of pushing back and forth on these wires. I crisscrossed one of the medium wires on each side and then one of the fine wires, and that all fits through the crimp bead. But I'm just trying to see like what it takes to get that. That's definitely too tight there.
So if you missed TGBE, you can go to the Great Bead Extravaganza Facebook page. All of the presentations live there. And we try not to post too much of anything else. So that way it doesn't make it difficult to find. So you can rewatch any of the presentations from that weekend. And if you go down the page, you can actually watch many of the presentations for all 15 of the Great Bead Extravaganzas, which is crazy to say. But yeah, that was number 15.
And you guys are doing those quarterly now, Sarah? Is that right?
We've always done them 4 times a year since the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah. So we do them seasonally, and that works pretty nicely. I'm working on another seasonal project. Oh, that's probably my husband getting back from his infusion. I'm working on another seasonal project that I'm going to be in touch with you about too, Cassandra.
Oh, that's like music to my ears. I love getting to work with my friends at Softflex and all the
We
great
love
people they
working
work
with you
with.
too. We love working with you too. I'm just going to go check on things while you're working on this, and I'll be right back. Okay.
All right. So if anybody has any like super good ideas about, I've got those 2 pieces of wire left that I can set along the back of this. And then this is like I really like this bare wire look along the front of the pendant perhaps, but I'm going to watch the comments here. Oh, you guys have been shopping too much, it sounds like. Some of the comments are there's no such thing as too many beads.
Never too much. What are you talking about?
It's so funny. Sarah's like the exact same thoughts as she's coming back on camera.
Also, live sale tomorrow. We have live sales every Thursday now, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, and new beads and sale items every week. Rosa and I were just talking about some new things that are coming in that you guys are going to love. So check us out, 1 p.m. It's also open through the weekend. So if you can't be there on a Thursday afternoon, we totally understand. Shop in the evening or on the weekend. The sale is there until Sunday evening. So, and there's always plenty of beads to go around.
Melissa, I saw your suggestions and I think we were like thinking the same thing at the same time.
Oh.
So something along those lines. And then if I have enough wire or if I need a little more wire, I think I'll just add a bead up here. And actually, if I can get these back wires, the wires from the back of the pendant to go underneath of this wire, and then I can put a bead on it or something along those lines. But I think everybody's got a good start to this like process here. And what I can do too is in the VIB group, I will post the finished piece because I'm probably going to have to start over and get some new wire to work with.
Oh,
And
it looks so pretty.
either that or I might end these other wires and then employ the use of some craft wire from you guys just to like give a little work at the top to finish it off. I think that's an option too. So
it looks like you made a little skirt for the pendant.
oh, it is a pendant skirt.
It's so cute. I love it.
I think it just gives, that pendant is so beautiful. That's part of the reason I decided to leave that top wire bare. I started putting beads on it. I felt like it was just going to overwhelm that beautiful butterfly.
It looks great. You did a really good job.
Thanks, Sarah. There's a little close up again.
Pretty that is, you guys. It just sort of zhuzhes things up. Takes it to the level.
I think this gives it enough weight, like the pendant itself, that I would do a little bit chunkier beading and maybe wear it longer with some chain and stuff versus it's such a delicate seeming pendant that if I didn't have this extra like kind of protective layer on it, I wouldn't necessarily wear it longer because I'd be afraid I would smash it up on something.
Totally. If you love this pendant and you missed it on TGBE weekend, you can still find it on the Softflex Company website under the new products, along with a whole bunch of other items that are all 15% off. If you love all these 2-hole beads and seed beads that we're using today, make sure you look for those at the Beads to Live By website and get on their subscription list so that you can be in the know of what new products they're coming out with each month and get some of those seed beads and some of those 2-hole beads to play with. You will not be disappointed. It's always fun.
Oh my gosh, Becky's comment. It's a supportive bead bra. It's like an underwire.
That's hilarious.
Oh, that's so good. Oh my
It's
word.
an underwire that's comfortable.
Extra pretty.
Where did my demo cam go? Blacked out for some reason.
Oh, it was like you worked it too hard.
Who knows? Who cares? We're going to do a giveaway. Thank you, everybody, for being here and sticking with through the end. I'm going to pick a giveaway winner now, and they're going to get an Exotic Blooms bead mix.
I have to go look at this mix to see what it sounds so fun.
Here, I'll go and show you what it is first, because then you can look at the new category anyway. So here is our website. You're going to click that shop button, go to new, and that will pull up our new category, and look at that beautiful Exotic Blooms bead mix on the far right.
That was in our latest people working with those. Yes.
Super pretty, full of color. You guys are going to love that. And then here's just a quick scroll through some of the things in that new category that you can get 15% off on. It includes the Turtle Love Design Challenge Kit, which is going super fast, faster than normal. So if you wanted that kit, grab that for sure, because we were surprised how fast it's going.
Everybody loves the turtle.
I know, that's got to be it.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I hope we had turtles in there, but I think we do. And then we've got some Tiara cast that was in the last kit. We've got some of that. One of them sold out. Some of the beads and things that have been added new recently. You can see there are already out of stock items in this category. So you want to get in there and get shopping. There are 5 pages full of really pretty things that you can get that 15% off on. So go ahead and look at that Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Ooh. Speaking of the video that everybody did with Abby, the Sundance inspired video.
Yeah.
Those items are included. So the shell and the Sleeping Beauty turquoise and the green malachite bead style beads, those are all included in that new category as well. So go check it out. Let's go to our giveaway now. If I can find it. We've got 89 entries right now. If you want to enter, hashtag spring in the comments. And
Debbie, there's no code needed for those discounts on the Softflex page.
Yes, that's true. No code needed. Just put it in your cart. It'll automatically. Okay, are we sharing? Let me check. Yes. Okay. Just going to close this out so we're not looking at that weird black.
The sad blackness.
Hashtag spring. We've got 90 entries right now. Must be present to win. I'm going to drop 91. Here we go.
Oh, somebody got in right at the end there.
They did. Quick. So I'm going to name the winner here. This is an interesting name. We've got a YouTube user here. So please, if you see your name, YouTuber10, if you see your name, please let us know you're here. And then you're going to email info@softflexcompany.com in order to claim your exotic beads, bead mix. So, and give us your address to ship it. So let us know you're here. We're going to give it just a couple minutes. Stick around, folks, because if YouTubers, are they here?
Nope. It's Rebecca.
It's Rebecca. Oh, nice. Awesome. Okay, Rebecca, you win the Exotic Blooms bead mix. Please email info@softflexcompany.com and let them know your shipping address and your full name so that they can ship out your prize.
I wonder
She's
if
like,
the
I'm here. Don't forget me.
USPS mail service would deliver to YouTuber 10.
Maybe.
Maybe. With the correct address, probably, but it might be a little sketchy.
Totally. Thanks everybody for being here. I started with the beginning, so I'm going to end with it one more time while you're all here. It is Brain Cancer Awareness Month. I will be posting images onto my Instagram and Facebook personally that are in black and white and gray this month because it's Go Gray for May. Gray is the color of brain cancer awareness. And I will also be posting information about services that my family has used or may use in the future, and just tips and tricks about citing brain cancer early so that you can get in and get treatment on our Caring Bridge website. So please make sure you follow me there to learn more about brain cancer over the month of May. And just thank you for all the love and support and encouragement that everybody gives me on a daily basis on that site. When I do a video through emails and messages, I see all of those messages. I may not always reply because I am so busy with everything going on here, but just know that all of those messages and things that you send me like really mean a lot to me, and they lift my spirit and my family's spirit and keep us kind of moving forward. So if you'd like to learn more about brain cancer awareness, just follow me on the Caring Bridge for Joshua Ayler, which is my husband. That's the best place to kind of keep track of things. And there it is. Damien posted it. Damien, you're so good.
Just on top of it.
He is. He's amazing. And much love to all of you out there. I'll be back at 1 p.m. Pacific tomorrow with Joyce and Rosa for a live sale. And then Joyce will be on Friday morning with Spill the Beads, and Kristen's back on Monday with Free Spirit Beading, because we just never stop beading here at Softflex. It's like every day these days.
Never ending.
Never ending. Cassandra, thank you for being here. I always love spending time with you.
Thank you so much for having me, Sarah. The feeling is very mutual, and I see so many people thanking us for being on here and doing the video. And I want to let everybody know how much that means to us, because when you are out here kind of yelling into the void, it's so fulfilling to see the appreciation. So we really are grateful for you guys too.
Absolutely. And another great way to tell us that you enjoyed the video is just click that thumbs up, click the heart. That helps us as a small business to be seen a little bit more and makes this video just that much more viral. And that's a great way to sort of tip us for sharing our ideas with you today. So thank you for being here. Much love to everybody. And make sure you go shop at softluxcompany.com and beadstoliveby.com as well. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, guys.